Hey Taurus, my name's Lisa, in case you've never watched one of my videos before. As I was shuffling, I just wanted to say a couple of things. The song that came through for you guys was That's the Way by Led Zeppelin, so listen to that if you're moved to. And then I was also moved to show you Tiger's Eye, because it helps with confidence and decision making, to work through fears and anxiety, to balance. And when this and then I started shuffling your cards, and I was also moved to show you this. This is my little, yes, it is what it looks like. And anyway, it's got rose quartz in it, but I feel like that was more centered towards you guys tapping into your feminine energy, which, ties in with, being balanced. But then as I was shuffling the decks, getting ready to do your reading, a few cards kept popping out. One was the Hermit. It came out in a couple of decks. So I really feel like you guys are going inward about something. There was also the Two of Swords that popped out multiple times, which can, and when I saw it, I saw I heard stalemate, and then I also feel like there's some kind of choice, and there's some kind of crossroads. You're at some of you are at crossroads, and it kind of ties into that song too. So listen to that song if you're moved to. Again, it's Led Zeppelin, That's the Way. And I don't know, it kind of gets deep, but sometimes well, not sometimes, most of the time my readings can get kind of deep. But I just feel like there may be some people that are dealing with somebody that's very strong-willed, and maybe not listening to them, because it's kind of like the song related to that. But tapping into the feminine energy too is all about learning how to receive, allowing yourself, opening yourself up to receive rather than being the giver. Because I'm Taurus Venus sign, so that means I love like a Taurus, and Taurus are givers. You guys are very loving and affectionate to whomever. Yeah, truth. There's a judgment day coming, or this is your judgment day. You're making a decision. There's I feel like it's it's serious. It's life changing. This is the judgment, and again, it's here with the scales. It's truth. Oh, and look, that's what it said. I swear I wasn't even looking at that. That's the word that came through. So it's you facing your truth. And maybe that's it brings me back to this, because this is all about building your confidence and being comfortable in who you are, moving past your anxieties and your fears of whatever has been holding you back. Because I do feel like there's endings going on for some Tauruses. But with endings, there's always beginnings. So let me put my glasses on, because I want to see some. Yeah, and this guy's got a wand. So I feel like it's you can, it's what are you going to do? I feel like you have the tools to really pretty much do whatever you want. But it's again, with the crossroads, it's there's a whole nother world waiting for you, and you can have it right now. It's opened up for you. But what are you going to do? Are you going to swing the scale back to the past and repeat patterns? Or are you going to step forward into, look at that. It's there's a doorway open right now for you to really go create a whole brand new life, whatever that means for you. Because I feel like it's different for everybody. But this is about removing your ego and really going with your truth. Like, what is truth for you? And, you know, this, I have a feeling this is going to come up in everybody's reading, because that's just what's going on within the stars and the planets. And, you know, I'm a believer in all that, in the astrology, and just plays a huge part in a lot, of what's going on. So, if you're moved to, listen to an astrologer. If not, just whatever. Take what you want, leave the rest. You know what I mean? But anyway, what's going on now is like everybody's being forced to live in their true heart space. Like, what truly makes you happy? And it's like, if you choose to stay in ego, which you can, because, we're here, we got like free will to do whatever, you know what I mean? So it's like, is that really what you want? Like, I feel like it's just going to be more of the same old stuff, whatever it is. Yeah, because this is what you want. You want this happy life, happy wife. That's what I just heard. Like, you want this happily ever after, foundations and achievements. Like, I mean, this house is under a rainbow. You know what I mean? Like, 4, stability. All right, let's see. 2 more cards for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising for the month of September 2018. 2 more cards, please. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. Ooh. Yeah. Temperance. This is, see, again with the balance. It's like some kind of sweet surrender that some of you are deciding whether or not you want to do it sweetly or not. That's what I feel. Yeah, look. Discontent and boredom. And I feel like that goes more with the truth. Like, what's really going to make you happy? And I don't know, I'm feeling like this is like this fairy tale. He's like turning away from the fairy tale. He's just like, I don't know. I feel like some are very resentful about the fairy tale. They want this fairy tale, but it's like, even though like we can all like live and have our, like, this isn't a fairy tale. Like, this is real life, Someone's like swallowing like their pride, I feel like. Maybe a little bit stuck. And this is, again, like, I'm going to show this tiger's eye. Get you some tiger's eye. Keep it in your pocket. Because I don't really feel like that's the truth. And if you just give yourself some time and just like allow yourself to readjust, I feel like whatever's going on, you'll make the choice that's best for you. And whatever, I mean, because this is major. These are 2 major arcana. So whatever is happening is like a big change in your life. Like, it's going to alter the direction of your life. Like, I literally feel like whatever way it was going, it's like something's happened and it's like completely turned it off course. All right, so 1 more card for Taurus, please. September 2018. Yeah, look. Balance. I mean, I don't know what's going on here, Taurus, but this is all about you making peace with yourself, becoming one with yourself, again, this is like, I mean, all these people, I don't know if you can really see the pictures, but I'm going to hold them up. All the pictures, like, they all have like this magician feel. Like, see, like she's like making magic. He's got a wand. He's got all the tools here. This is like, I definitely feel like this is a major crossroads in your life. And it's like Judgment Day. It's like, are you going to learn from your mistakes and make a whole new life? Like, step through this doorway that's being offered to you. Or are you going to repeat the past and readjust yourself? Because I feel like even though right now you might think whatever's happened is like horrible, I feel like it's just what was meant to be. Yeah, look, truth again with the truth. It's like, cut through the bullshit, get out of it. Like, see, like this guy is rising up from being buried, being trapped. The bright skies are coming. Like, there's no more of this doom and gloom. Like, and I feel like you have it really is all up to you whether you are like, the power hold is like, you know what to do. Like, you have all the resources within you and around you to create a life that you have been imagining and that you really want. And you know that you really want this. But for some reason, something's happened and it's kind of thrown you off your course. But I just think this is like so wild. Like, it still blows my mind when like everything ties together. Because, you know, when I pick out like the tiger's eye, when I'm like, okay, you know, I hear like, show him the tiger's eye. It's like, okay, you know, I will. But I never know why. And then like all the cards unfold and it just, I don't know, it still blows my mind. So anyway, so let's see. Let's get some clarifiers for Taurus here for this patience card. So you got Temperance, which is also about divine timing. So whatever happened was supposed to happen. Temperance is also about the blending of divine masculine and the divine feminine. But within, I feel like this is all about you, Taurus. Like, this is about you becoming whole with yourself. And it's kind of like you're on this like, it's again with the grow or go, because it's like tapping in, connecting with God, like magician. Look, see, told you, you got all the power right now. Like, I feel like your whole life may have gotten turned upside down, but I mean, the fact that you got 3 major arcana here out of the 3 cards that I laid down is, and then now here's the magician. That's the 4th major arcana. Like, major arcanas are like big, significant things in your life. So, I mean, this is not a small thing that you're going through, which explains why the Hermit, you know, kept popping out. And you also got the 4 swords that kept popping out while I was shuffling the deck. So that's why you're kind of like in this Hermit mode, laying low, you know, trying to figure things out, figuring out your next. When you don't know what to do, don't do anything, Taurus, okay? So let's clarify this patience card, please, for Taurus. Ooh. Look, again with the magician. You can create whatever you want. I feel like some of you are starting over from scratch. Again, he has the wand, you know. It's like building a different foundation, starting over from scratch. Some of you may be learning something new. There's people watching you. But I feel like this is like rebuilding yourself. I mean, there's just so much about self here, you know, the truth within. And it's just, all right, let's see. Sorry, guys. One card for this truth card, please, for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. This is like the King of Cups, okay? He can represent Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but I don't like to use signs because Sun, Moon, Rising signs, like it could really freaking be anybody. It could be you. I feel like it's you. I mean, this whole reading is just you. I don't feel like anybody else's energy. I just feel like Taurus. This is all about Taurus. And so, again, who's the King of Cups? When he's upside down, he's an asshole. Like, he's like the guy that's just like is totally shut down of his emotions. This way, you know, this is a man who is in control of his emotions. Yes, he can be loving and he's not afraid to show his loving feelings, but the energy I'm picking up from this King of Cups is that I feel like you have to separate yourself from your emotions right now to be able to make a good choice. Because look at the water, like your emotions are a little bit all over the place, I feel, you know, but he's like on this chair, you know, like in the middle of the ocean, and it's like he's just there on this little cement thing floating out in with, you know, in his feelings. And I feel like he wants to shut down. This king, like this person, like wants to shut down, but it's like, and there's something with these hats. I think it's like there's something with this hat. Today is a Jewish holiday. I'm not sure which. I don't know. There's something with this hat. I think it's got something to do with the connection to God, and I have no idea, like seriously, and I don't even like speaking about things I don't know, but I'm being drawn to say that, so that's for somebody that's going to watch this. And maybe it's just another sign of like tapping in and like really getting your guidance from above, you know, using your head over your heart to make this decision, or from your emotions, like separating it's logic over emotion. That's it. Because I don't know, this guy looks a little bit on edge. Taurus, I don't know what's going on, but it's like swallow your truth. Like you just gotta like, I mean, look at what's waiting for you. That's like the entrance to like the whole universe right there. What's at the bottom? It's like starting over, being willing to start over. Back to basics. Yeah, look. So it's like for some of you, it's like bringing the passion back into a situation that may have like exploded recently. I don't know. Something, because something went down. All right. Like something has gone down, but it's like, or this is like realizing maybe you have to rethink the way that you're viewing what stability in this family life really means and how it really looks for you. Because you are in your head. And I feel like this is the, like, you're being, this Queen of Swords, because while I was shuffling, the King of Swords kept popping out, and I kept feeling like, and the Queen of Swords popped out too, so it's like, in one deck it was the King of Swords, in the other deck it was the Queen of Swords. And so it's like, you might be dealing with somebody maybe in your job, like as your boss, or you may be dealing with somebody that is not really open for listening, and it's creating you like heavy anxiety. Maybe you've been carrying the burden of this person for a really long time. Could be younger fire sign, but you know what I say about signs. And here's that Two of Swords I told you, and it's like, this is, you know, I heard stalemate and choices. It's like a crossroads in your life. And you're walking away. Like, this is the Eight of Cups is somebody walking away from like this Eight of Cups life. Like they want the Ten of Cups. So they're walking away from these Eight of Cups because like this just isn't enough. And if you got to do more work to get the other two, like you're willing to cross those mountains to get your justice. Like this is some, in even some of you, for some of you, this might even be a divorce. Some of you may be going through a divorce. But you're being asked to pull out of the emotions so that you can think logically. Because I feel like even though you might think that you're stuck or that this situation can't be fixed, it's like you have to step away so that you can think clearly in order to build this. I mean, there's the Four of Wands again. And see? Yeah, see? Trap into your intuition. Trust yourself and who you are, and like really tap into yourself. Here's the Magician, awareness. I really feel like you guys are at some kind of crossroads. All right, so let's clarify this Balance card. It's the Justice card, so please clarify this Balance card for Taurus. It's like something's gone full circle. But 1111 is twin flame. You have a bunch of twin flame cards here. So this situation may have to do with your twin flame. And like I said, like twin flames, like you come together with your twin flame, like to teach you, you guys learn from each other. You guys ignite like serious passion, but you can also ignite like, complete outrage within each other because they make you see, they reflect you, you know, so you see the worst in yourself, you know, and all right, let's see. Yeah. So some of you might be dealing with a fire sign. I feel like, and here's the Nine of Cups. So, all right, I got two, because the Nine of Cups, yes, can be wish fulfillment. But two, it can also mean that somebody's like drinking too much. So, and this fire sign or whatever, this Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands, let me see what's underneath here. Yeah. Yeah, look. And here's that King of Swords again. See? Okay. I feel like a lot of, look. I feel like there's an opportunity here for you guys to come back to life. Like with whatever situation's been going on. And whether that's like to reignite the relationship or you just get like a new start, a fresh start to a whole new life. Like there's this opportunity for that to happen. There's an opportunity to rekindle. But it's like I feel like for some of you, like you've been staying up all night, stressing out. Look, that Queen of Swords is now the King of Swords again. Remember I told you he was coming out, and like this King of Swords, like sometimes he don't like, but then there's this. You know, some of you might even be dealing with a Leo. There's like, because the fire sign keeps coming up in this card, and then this is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. So, but it could be sun, moon, or rising. But I feel like this is the Leo card, but I feel like this is more about what's been hidden has come to light. And whatever it was has got you feeling like this, but I feel like you've been feeling like this for quite some time. And which is like up at night, stress, anxiety, just like not fucking happy, you know? And there's an opportunity here for you to have like a brand new beginning. It could be everything that you've ever hoped for. There's also, I don't know, like you've been waiting for this kind of life. Like you want this Nine of Cups life to celebrate, but it's like, I feel like it's going to cost you your old life. Like you got to let go. Both of you, whoever you're dealing with, because I feel like some of you are dealing with, and then you can have a new beginning. Look, see, as we go deeper, it's letting me know. It's like there was, for some of you, this has definitely been a relationship ending of some sort. And it could be a possible 3-party situation. Either way, you got some serious heartache going on. But you also have an opportunity right now in your life to completely change it. For some of you, don't start drinking because of it, because that's not going to fix anything. But I feel like there's some kind of freedom that comes from whatever's happened, and whether that's like you guys wipe the slate clean and start over, or this new beginning is just about you. Anyway, the opportunity's there, so it's all up to you. You are the magician. I mean, you got so many balance cards, like, and so many magician cards, and just everything's in your hand, Taurus. It's really up to you. This isn't up to anybody else but you. It's what you want. You can create whatever it is that you want. But it is, I feel like, for it to have like this happily ever after feeling that you want, you need to let go of whatever's been the block in the past, whether it's between this relationship or whether that means walking away from the relationship completely. It's like completely starting new, like the death of it. Like that's an ending, but it can also be rebirth. So it's either the rebirth of yourself or the rebirth of this relationship. All right, 3 cards for Taurus, please. Keep an open mind. And that goes both ways, because I feel, release your ex. Some of you are being guided to release your ex, like, and realize that like being single isn't going to be that scary. There's also like this guy's coming and talking, and she's like looking at them like they're not really taking him serious. You know what I mean? And he's here talking. So that it's like, if somebody's approaching you about reconciliation, or maybe you are, they might not be taking you seriously, or, you know, this can go vice versa because it's general. It says your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectation. But I feel like this is about your options and like what's ahead of you. And it's like this release, you may have like, somebody may have just gotten a note of some sort or text message. I don't know. Playfulness. Yeah, and reconciliation. Yeah, so some of you are reconciling, and I do feel like in order for this to happen, and what's going to make this like work a lot better is to relax, like, and let everything go. Like everything has to be let go for it to be reborn. I mean, there is a sun coming up in the background back there, but that's not just going to happen. That's not just going to happen. It's like, for this new beginning to happen, for those of you that are reconciling, it's like you got to let the past go completely, both sides. And for some, you walking away from whoever you're walking away to, you like bump right into your soulmate. All right, one more card. Make the effort and unrequited love. It says great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. And what I feel like that is for, I mean, look at this card. I don't care what she says. She loves this boy. She may not be looking at him, but she loves him. And it's like, and I know this is here, but this is just kind of confirming what I just said about letting go of the past. You have to let go of this shit. You have to. Because I mean, it's like, what do you want, Taurus? What do you want? The ball is like seriously in your hand. It's like, do you want to go forward on your own? Do you want to rekindle this relationship? Do you want to just like flip out and go crazy? You know, it's like, what are you going to do? But I feel like there's a real, whatever you do, you got to let the past go. Like completely let it go. Like, no, you know, like those people that like throw shit in your face that like happened like 10 years ago. Like, no, there's none of that shit, Taurus. You can't be doing that. I'm talking, if you want this relationship to work, it can work, but it needs to be like, there's a reason. This whole make the effort, like, she might be hard to please, but she loves you and you love her. I mean, look, you just climbed up this wall and are reaching over, even though you're like getting scraped and everything. Like, you want to kiss her. You're going to kiss her every day. And if you don't come up to kiss her every day, like, she's going to be mad. Anyway, so that's it, Taurus, and good luck. Go big or go home. Just go get your life, whatever you want, man. It's like, you have the power. The power is within you. So you can have it all. That 9 of Cups life, just go get it. All right, Taurus, have a great day, and I will see you next month. Don't forget to like or subscribe or whatever you want to do, and have a I'll see you next month. Bye.